Welcome to Sports Express with Spencer Davidson and Alicia Daddario. Brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig and Raymore and Flanagan.
Coming up aboard the Express, a Class D East showdown between the Waterville Indians and the Herkimer Magicians.
Plus a clash of the Devils as Camden hosted undefeated VVS in a crucial Class B East contest.
But first, time for tonight's big game. A picture-perfect evening out in Ilion as the Central Valley Thunder hosted the Oneida Indians, undefeated Oneida Indians, in a Class B East matchup.
First quarter already 7-0 Oneida. They have it on the one. Lucas Elbro hands it off to Xander Farr, who dives to the left and punches his way into the end zone. PAT is good, and it's 14-0 Indians.
Just under 6 minutes remaining in the first. Oneida in possession again. Albro drops back, steps up, fires across the middle, caught by a wide-open Ty Darkangelis, who turns and runs to daylight. A 69-yard touchdown pass, and it's a commanding 21-0 Indians lead.
Very nice. In the second, CVA looking to get some momentum on their side. Just inches away from the goal line, Riley Brewer hands it to Braden Hoffman, who fights through the pile and in for 6. Tack one more on, and it's 21-7.
Just 3 minutes to go in the half. Oneida driving on the 2. Albro gets it, takes it up the gut. It gets hit hard, but stays on his feet and crosses the plane. Each team would score again in this one, but Oneida improves to 5-0 as they win by 20, 35-15. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sports Express. So big win for Oneida to stay undefeated, but they're not the only ones who are looking to stay perfect.
That's right. The VVS Red Devils also came in at 4-0. They were on the road tonight in a battle of the Devils. To Camden we go. The Blue Devils looking for a huge upset win. They're 1-3 coming in, but they'd have to go through the number 22 state-ranked Red Devils.
Early first quarter, Camden in possession. Caden Gabler with the screen pass over to Gavin Vera. And thanks to some nice blocking, the skies open up. Vera with nothing in front of him but daylight, and with the entire VVS defense chasing after him, he finds pay dirt. 7-zip Blue Devils.
Off the ensuing kickoff, how is this for a response? Travis Decker receives it, and the fun begins. He cuts to his left, gets a couple nice blocks, and he's off to the races. 88 yards he takes it, finishing the play with an exclamation point in the form of a stiff arm to seal the deal. Huge play, and we're knotted up at 7.
In the second, we're tied at 14 now. Blue Devils with it. Gabler fakes the pass, heaves it up downfield, where it's caught by Tyler Parent. It's a foot race between him and Decker, and Parent wins it. 70 yards all the way to the hole. It was a wild one out in Camden. They had 2 pick-sixes, and they go on to knock off VVS. Final 31-20.
Over in Herkimer, the Magicians are looking to bounce back after suffering their first loss of the season as they host the 1-3 Waterville Indians in a Class D East matchup. Opening frame, James Aiello rose to his left, but the ball is knocked loose by Alexander Blindberry. J.J. Crandall comes up with the fumble for Waterville, but the Indians couldn't cash in on the turnover.
Minutes later, Waterville driving Connor Marriott with the carry. Andre McNair strips the ball right from his hands, and before anyone knew what happened, McNair was off to the races all the way to the end zone for the touchdown. Herc goes up 6-0.
I didn't even know what happened. Still in the first quarter, Aiello back to pass, slips on the wet grass, somehow finds his balance and fires a strike to Tyler Steele in the end zone. The Magicians led 12-0 after 1.
Second quarter, Waterville gets on the scoreboard. Derek Buell on the run. Beautiful pass here to Blindberry for 6. PAT is good, but Herkimer would outlast the Indians as the Magicians win it 37-27.
The Frankfort Schuyler Maroon Knights are coming off a huge win over Herkimer and look to build off that momentum as they took on South Jefferson. The Spartans with a 14-7 lead heading into the second half. Donovan Bunn connects with Colden Montague over a Knight defender. He's finally brought down. Then a few plays later, Anthony Rasmussen will punch it in for 6. And South Jefferson extends their lead. I think he wanted the touchdown more than the other guy did.
Yeah, I think so. Ensuing kickoff, Jake Spina picks it up, heads to the outside, finds a gap between some great blocking, then he cuts towards the middle before finally getting tackled. That would end up setting up this touchdown run coming up here by Tyler Rosati. His stellar season continues. Frankfort trails 20-14. But the Maroon Knights are knocked down to the second place in the Class D East with tonight's loss. 28-14 is your final.
In Rome, Jake Tricola and the RFA Black Knights still looking for their first win, but it would be tough against Fayetteville Manlius. Despite a winless season, the RFA fans still having a blast and proudly representing.
Love it. Fourth quarter, Hornets up big, 35-0, threatening to score again. Jack Nucerino bounces in from the 2-yard line.
Next FM possession, Charlie Josephson heading right for our camera, our photog Tommy, taking one for the team as Josephson
Look
gonna
out.
crash into him for the touchdown.
That's a big boy right
Tommy
there.
is okay.
He is
Tommy's
okay.
okay.
He is okay. Time winding down in the contest. Gary Kimball gets the handoff, zigzags through traffic, breaks to the outside, and see ya. Takes it all the way to the house to put Rome on the board. But the Black Knights remain winless as they fall to the Hornets 48-7.
We begin in East Syracuse. The ESM Spartans taking on the mighty Whitesboro Warriors. Always one of the better games in Class A. Check out big number 66 for the Spartans. Elijah Montgomery laying the boom off the punt return.
Now
I think that hurt me.
Yeah, a little bit. This is always a physical game. However, Whitesboro was just a tad bit more physical this time around. Nick Sardina there taking the handoff for the 21-yard gain.
And this time from the goal line, Sardina, who takes the handoff and scores. Turns out that's one only touchdown of the night. Whitesboro wins 7-0, and they also remain undefeated.
All right, so only touchdown of the game, but hey, it doesn't matter how many you score as long as you score more than the other team.
Exactly. That's how it works.
All right, that'll do it for the first frame here on Sports Express. Plenty more still on the way.
Next up, we'll introduce you to our latest athlete of the week who led his team to a big win last week. But first, let's check out other scorers from around the area in our Sports Express Scoremaster.
If you want to join the conversation on Twitter, use hashtag SportsExpress. Is Sports Express Athlete of the Week? Brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig, and Raymore and Flanagan.
Welcome back to Sports Express. It's time now to unveil our latest athlete of the week.
We head back out to the gridiron for this one, as this week's athlete had a monster performance the last time out.
Tyler Rosati of the Frankfurt Schuyler football team led the way in a big win over Herkimer last week. He rushed for a career-high 203 yards on 27 carries and touched pay dirt 3 times for the Maroon Knights. The win pushed Frankfurt to 3-1 overall, 2-1 in league play, and handed Herkimer its first loss of the year. Rosati was happy to do his part in the win, but for him, it really is team over everything else.
Feels really good, actually. 3 touchdowns. I knew coming into this week I had to play really good. Coming off a win last week, we knew we weren't satisfied, and we had to come out with a win, and I did what I could, led to a win. My teammates are always there for me, just like I'm always there for them, and to do that for them, I mean, they have my back, I have theirs all the time. Without them, I'm nothing. Without the line, I could be nothing. So, yeah, going back to we have each other's backs. We all do our jobs and we get the job done.
He's kind of the leader, not only on the team, on the field, but he's a good leader in the school. Kids look up to him, younger kids look up to him. You know, he's advanced to a leadership level on the team. He's a leader by example. He works hard in practice. He's quiet about going about his business, but the business that he does on the field is pretty good.
If you know of a high school athlete who deserves to be our Athlete of the Week, here's our contact info. Call, email, Twitter, Facebook, whatever you got to do. We want everyone to join the party. Coach, AD, parent, teammate. Just send us who you would like to be nominated and why. Give us some stats and a story and we'll give you a shot. All featured athletes will receive a plaque courtesy of CNY Awards and Apparel.
All right, we've reached the end of the second period here on Sports Express, but sit tight.
Yeah, up next, hockey is back. The Comets hosted the Binghamton Devils in a preseason game tonight at the Aud.
For final scores and video highlights from tonight's games, log on to WK. Brought to you by Scalzo, Zogby and Wittig, and Raymore and Flanagan.
Welcome back aboard the Express. Hockey season is upon us. The Utica Comets back in game action tonight for the first time since April.
Now don't get too excited. The regular season is still a week away, but tonight the Comets hosted the Binghamton Devils in a preseason contest.
To the Adirondack Bank Center we go for this one. Many regulars in the lineup tonight, but also some young guys the coaches want to get a look at.
Second period, Comets down by 2. We saw this so often last year, and already it begins. Comets on the power play. Jesse Graham has it. He fakes the shot, feeds it to Reed Boucher, who rips a one-timer to the back of the net. Comets trail 2-1.
Makes it look so easy. Just under 4 minutes later, the Devils have the power play now. Off the faceoff, Colton White fires a slap shot. It's blocked in front. Yegor Sharangovich gets the rebound and puts it in with a shot between his legs.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive.
I was more impressed with the name.
Yeah, Sharangovich. It's a good one. Comets fall 4-2 in this one. The two teams will square off again tomorrow night down in Binghamton before the regular season begins against the Toronto Marlies next Friday.
Definitely looking forward to that. But